It was them. He was sure of it. He had a lot of money invested in those two. He had no idea who ambushed his caravan or why. He barely escaped with his life. When he returned to salvage what was left, he could see that they had been freed, but could find no trace of them. Either someone else had claimed his prize for profit, or they were out there somewhere, surviving the Exile lands. No matter now. He found them, thanks to a fellow caravaner here in Septimaru. He would reclaim them, but this would be no easy task. Their reputation was already growing in the city, and they were acquiring armor and weapons. Astrid and Elsa returned to Uruk to claim their coins, and was astonished on how much the silver ore had translated into coin. They had more than enough for their armor and weapons, plus some left over to perhaps build a little place of their own outside the city. Next order of business was to collect their new weapons from Jonah. They decided to test out their new weapons on some nearby shaleback. Let's see how that new bow works, Elsa. Well, that's impressive, Astrid remarked. Now let's see how my shield and axe handle. And my spear, Elsa chimed in. The balance and ease of this spear and bow is more than I expected, Elsa said. I'm well pleased. My axe is well balanced as well, Astrid commented. The shield is strong, but yet light to hold. Guess we can count on Jonah for our weapons, Astrid smiled. Pleased with their outcome, they headed straight to Thor with the silver coin so he could get started on their armor. Here's your 150 silver coin, Astrid said as she handed the heavy pouch over to Thor. He grinned. Well done. It will take me a couple of weeks to finish them, unfortunately. In the meantime, maybe you can become more familiar with the city and surrounding area. Oh, and another thing. Watch your backs. You are certainly gaining a reputation for coming out of the silver mines alive. 2 weeks went by quickly, and Thor anxiously delivered their armor. He was eager to see if the fit was good, but most of all, if they liked the design. Elsa had confided in him that Astrid did not like the horns on the helmets, so he was careful to eliminate them. Well, what do you think? Thor asked as he looked them over. Before they could answer, he went on. I took the liberty of dyeing them a color that I thought would suit you. Blue for you, Elsa. In Elsa's case, he thought the blue matched her eyes beautifully. For yours, Astrid, I chose red, to match your fiery temperament, he said, grinning. Yours, Elsa, is designed for an archer. Gives you plenty of freedom of movement, while still adding plenty of protection. As for you, Astrid, it's a heavier armor, designed to protect against full frontal attacks. And notice, no horns on the helmet, he chuckled. They both will protect you from the cold, but as I said, not the far north, and certainly not the Bridge of the Betrayer, he added. Astrid and Elsa admired the workmanship in the armor, and they fit like a glove. They were both very pleased and relayed that to Thor. We must test it out, Elsa, Astrid cried with a gleam in her eye. What's the best way further north, Thor? Astrid asked. Just keep going north of the city and follow the green fence. It'll take you to where the Cimmerians' camp is. Go east and it will take you to New Azagarth, where the Nordheimers are. I will draw you a map, he offered. Nordheimers, Astrid and Elsa said in unison. They are our kin. Not these Nordheimers, Thor warned. They are bloodthirsty and would have no trouble killing you on sight, no questions asked. Surely if we announce ourselves as fellow Nordheimers, Elsa said. You won't get the chance, Thor said as he shook his head. Astrid planted her feet firmly. We'll go anyway, Elsa, she stated simply. Draw us that map, Thor, and we'll be on our way. He nodded his compliance, feeling confident that his armor would protect them well. And let me remind you, the Bridge of the Betrayer is also in that area. It crosses the Great Lake and leads to the Black Keep. Do not try to cross it. It will mean certain death for you, he warned. The Black Keep? What's this Black Keep? Astrid questioned. It is rumored to contain the recipe for the armor that will protect you from the cold in the far north. But it is guarded by a mutant beast called the Kinscourge, who's half man and half demon. I strongly advise you not to try and enter that place. It's highly guarded by the Kinscourge's henchmen, and they are the undead. He looked directly at Elsa, and with pleading eyes urged her. Please promise me you will not attempt going in there, Elsa. She was taken aback by the look in his eyes. He cared, and her heart melted. All right, Thor, she said in a soft voice as she smiled. Astrid, on the other hand, was thoroughly disgusted by this display. Who was he to judge what they could or could not handle? She would make no such promise on his say-so. But after the scorpion episode, though, she would consider any request Elsa might make. To break up the locked eyes of Thor and Elsa, she firmly said, Shall we go, Elsa? She smiled and looked at Astrid. Yes, of course. And don't forget to pick up some spiced food at the market. It'll keep you warm, Thor called after them. He did not like this armorer called Thor. He asked around about him and found that he was in past a sellsword, and it was the reason for his being here. He came from a long line of renowned armorers, and it would appear that he had learned the trade as well. Best not to tamper with him. He would keep an eye on them from the shadows.